by Jeremy Bowers, who is the current president of the Ohio State Atmospheric Sciences Alumni Society, here to talk about storm chasing.
All right, first, big round of applause for the two previous speakers. Those were excellent talks. So now, I get to end the night. I will. With the adult version of show and tell. So, storm chasing, that's storm chasing life. 77 slides. So, here we go. All right, so about me. Yeah, I'm a nerd, weather nerd. Get over it. I was born and raised in Ohio, where you couldn't see storms at all, but they did exist. Became interested in weather at 10 years old. And the important part, and I'll mention this right off the bat, is how many people, either yourself or you know someone that says they got to live the dream that they had as a child. You're looking at them right here. So, grew up, got a degree from Ohio State. I'm sorry, I know you're a Big Ten rival, but you know what? It's okay. Go Nebraska. All right, got that degree. Went on a storm chasing tour, and then you take these people from all over the world that want to go see storms. I learned on a storm chase that I did not like Vegemite. So, then I moved to Nebraska for graduate school, 2008. Married my lovely wife that's right there. She's pointing, doing something at me. I don't know, either speed it up or... I'm sorry, there's back. A little echoey. Well,
you're loud.
They're gonna have to get over it. Anyway. All right, so 2012, started JRB storm photography, and here I am, 25 years of storm chasing. Guess my age if you dare. Okay, so in 2001, this is how you get your data. You put a little satellite dish in the sky, you point, you point, you point, you point, and within 30 minutes your pizza's free or you got your data. Problem is the data's 3 hours old. So, not gonna be much of a help there. So, when you thought there was gonna be a storm chaser here tonight, what went through your brain? That, or possibly that. Got news for you, I don't look anything like him. Sorry, I'm stuck with this tolerated water. So, anyway, or maybe that. Any of those, but here's actually what it's really like. A lot of waiting with friends and waiting for things to happen and things to percolate in the sky and all these other things. And then you're playing Tetris with your luggage and posing and waiting for the next updraft to go up. And then the next thing it peters out and it's like, well, maybe tomorrow. And then you get hit by gust front and your garments are flapping in the breeze and you're trying to just best hold on to your hat. And then you meet some people along the road, and you meet them along in gas stations and subways. No, literally, like Subway, the restaurant, not like New York City Subway. No, that's another thing. All right, it's bad kind. Oh yeah, storm chasing are converted. Every single one of those red dots is likely a chaser. On this one storm, you got these long conga lines of vehicles, and maybe this breaks out in the parking lot. Just kidding. But it could get dangerous out there. My wife and I, we do not get close. We like to stay far away. That's why telephoto lenses were invented. Maybe those local traffic laws, isn't the speed limit a suggestion? Who knows? Brace yourselves, yeah, the high risk. We're not doing this. That's a vehicle getting real close to that big tornado right there. That is not us. No way. So here's a little brief thing about a storm back in June of 2019. The star right there, that is central Montana. Yes, you can storm chase in central Montana. 529 miles that day to go through a bunch of stuff to see a really good storm for 5 minutes. It's a marathon, people. It's a marathon. So here comes the storm. Over a nice bunch of green grass. You got your gust front right here, leading out from the storm. Yellow star is us. This right here on the reflectivity, that's that edge of that gust front coming right there at us. The storm is moving at 65 with winds up to 80 miles an hour. It's actually doing wind-driven baseball-sized hail. So you need to get the hell out of Dodge. So, there we are. Notice the red barn right there. So you just tripod your camera, do it 1/10 of a second, and you got your image. You're so far, here's the Bighorn, edge of the Bighorn Mountains back there. You got your rain right here, double striated shower cloud coming right at you. Truth be told, we submitted this image in the 2022 AMS, American Meteorological Society, for those playing the home game, Weather Band Photo Contest, second place out of 1,400 entries, 67 country. Not bad. Not bad for all that money spent on food and gas and everything. Oh, by the way, the C in storm chasing, C stands for cheeseburger. Get used to it, you eat a lot of them. All right, so how do you capture the image? Tripod. Tripod is the most important piece of equipment that you can purchase, whether it be for storm chasing photography or any type of photography. Make sure you budget for that tripod. Shutter release allows you to close the shutter without touching the camera. You get yourself a really nice zoom lens, versatile. Allows you in those quick situations where you can get that kind of like all-in-one zoom. And patience. We all have that, right? We all have patience? Okay. I wouldn't recommend storm chasing if you don't. All right, so this is going to be a very quick, this is 20 minutes. So we're going to give you some favorite weather imagery, a little bit of commentary. You're free to do it all, anything you want to do. Oh, by the way, down here in the corner, crappy AI generated images? Nah. These are all real. All real. All real. All right. So sometimes you just want to capture the beauty of the plains. Sometimes you want to say, what do I want to get out of this image? There wasn't a whole lot going on here, so we said, you know what? Let's go into Lightroom, throw a little sepia mode on there. Kind of gives it that kind of golden look there to it. Very nice. We don't do a whole lot of editing on our photos. We try to capture it as best as we can in camera. There's a little sunset rain shower over there in eastern Colorado. This is near McCook, Nebraska. Nice cumulonimbus tower going up there, rainbow. 92 degrees as this is approaching us here in Debris, South Dakota. As this goes over our head, drops to 65. Prepare for the elements, people. Prepare for the elements. Lightning protection? Nah, I wouldn't recommend that. You could try it. I wouldn't, condone it or anything like that. So, all right. So, this was out near Alliance, Nebraska last summer. These are what you refer to as LP storms, or low precipitation. They don't have a whole lot of precip, but the precip that comes out of it can be pretty gnarly. So, stay away from it. Another LP, eastern Colorado. Right there, looks like a flying saucer. Aliens have landed. Another hail shaft, eastern Wyoming. Modest clouds. True story. If you take anything away from this presentation, take this. Every single cloud you will see in the sky is caused by rising air. The only exception is the modest, which is caused by sinking air due to turbulence and thunderstorms. So, consider yourselves smarter. All right, thunderstorm, tornado, back in here, behind the rain. These are more what's called HP, or high precipitation. 2 EF1 tornadoes come right out of this. This whole thing is rotating right here. You're looking pretty much due west. This is about where you would see that tornado. A lot of times you will not see, like you can see in images, you see it's like this perfect schematic. It's like, okay, here's your tower, here's your wall cloud, here's your tornado. Usually in nature, that doesn't usually what happens. So what you do is you kind of look in here, or what's called this horseshoe, or it kind of loops around here, and if there is a tornado, it's always going to be on kind of like that north side, right back in there. That's where you'll see it. Liberty updraft. Irvingville looking. That is in central Montana as well. They're in eastern Wyoming again. Isolated supercell. Hawaii. Not the plane. Sorry. Wish you could see that here. That's Waikiki Beach. That is up there in the Badlands. If you haven't been to the Badlands, go. just go. Don't, I mean, seriously, just hop in your car and go. It's a nice place to go. Recommend. Go there at sunrise or sunset. You will not be disappointed. Same kind of view of that storm before, different little profile, kind of get a little depth. This is in North Dakota. Trivia question. Let's go a little audience precipitation. Yeah, we need rain right now. This is in North Dakota on July 5th. What time of night was this taken? Shout it out.
9 o'clock.
Any other guesses?
Midnight.
Midnight was a daring guess. 9:50 p.m.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes. Chantel tells me, lay down on the road. What did I do? No, seriously, lay down on the road. Okay, I did. Then point the camera up. Got the corner in the foreground. The modest clouds right there. It's like, okay, yeah, great. Love that photo. The modest clouds, perfectly harmless themselves. You'll see them on the kind of undercarriage here of the anvil in the thunderstorm. They will always be associated with like a supercell, but if you do see them, you'll just know that there's a thunderstorm in the vicinity, kind of like this right here. This doesn't happen often. You don't usually get this view a whole heck of a lot. The modest clouds right there. There's your anvil, overshoot the top, flanking line, just meaning moisture is being pulled into the storm right there. There's your rain and hail. A little bit of a rainbow triangle. Quintessential Nebraska right there. Use that with a nice foreground right there. Use some Colorado, double rainbow, Montana. Tornado. This is the zoom lenses these are used for. We submitted this for a company in New York City. They do an annual best of. In 2018, this is when this photo was taken. So in 2019, they named this one of the top 12 photos taken in the world in 2018. The structures right here were perfectly okay. The tornado went in behind. This was an EF2. And, come on, you've seen the movie, right? I remember to see the Whisper Laws. Yeah. With this quick story. She loves aviation. She fell asleep during Top Gun. Jeez. All right. Nice little rotating supersetter on their Fremont. You can tell right here. Nice twist in the clouds. Kind of wall cloud right here. You got a little bit of a tail coming in. You can tell that guy is rotating. LP thunderstorm. This is, we got lucky. We were, basically nothing was around us. We ended up getting hit by 80-mile-an-hour winds from a collapsing thunderstorm. We were in a kind of a high-profile vehicle, higher van, and started tipping the van. So we had to get the heck out of there. We made it. All right. Love Colorado. Get enough little bit dry air that comes up through. You get kind of a dries out some things. You get these wonderful looking sunsets. All right. Lightning round. I got this crowd. Okay. Usually when people talk to me, especially my wife, it's usually a 2-drink minimum, so maybe you had your 2 drinks. Okay, perfect. All right. Dual strike right here, just do a long exposure. You can do many different things with lightning. This is kind of a blue light. You just set up your tripod, set up your shutter. You do some different things. This is 1:30 in the morning. More lightning. More lightning. First bolt in Montana. Over to Nebraska, central Nebraska one night. It was just like, let's just tripod this thing and let it go. These are about 5-second exposures. Then a couple days later, we're in Two Buttes, Colorado. That's in southeast Colorado. Don't even have cell service there, sorry. All right, so you got 1 bolt, 2 bolts, okay, coming. All right, let's keep going. All right, that's cool. All right, love it. It's getting better. It's getting better. I mean, better. I mean, can't top that, right? Can't top that, right? Nah, can't. Oh yeah, we can. Yes. Marvel fans, right? Okay. Avengers Doomsday. Looking forward to it. All right. Beyond the atmosphere, let's get into some eye candy. I timed it just perfect. I said get to this slide with 5 minutes, and I did it. Ah, cooking with gas. All right. Milky Way on the big island of Hawaii right there. You're at 9,200 feet elevation. You can pretty much see this with the naked eye. Only needed a couple second exposure. Great. Go out to Merritt Reservoir. That's just a little southwest of Valentine. Kind of a 5-second exposure here. The time to do that, to really see it and photograph it, it's going to be in kind of June, maybe early July. That is pretty much the darkest place in the United States, or one of the darkest, excuse me. Or you can go see the volcano out in also the big island of Hawaii. Actually, you can't even do that shot anymore. This was November 2017 and 2018. There was an eruption, and this whole thing basically collapsed. So I'm one of probably the last people that got that particular picture. Sandhill cranes. Been doing a lot more sandhill crane photography over the last couple of years. There's that sunrise. Go sit out on the blind, photograph some birds. Some more birds. For the people that love birds, I don't know. Bald eagle. Bull birds. All right, let's close the presentation with some really cool shit. All right? All right. Northern Lights photos. Let's do it. Pawnee Lake, looking north. Right there. Another one. This was the one in October. This was the one in May of 2024. This was out at the Branched Oak Observatory. Do highly recommend going there if you haven't already. It is fantastic. The things that you can see there, you can learn about the night sky. It's out near Raymond. It's just actually a little bit south of the lake. A lot of different things you can do out there and learn about the night sky. So right there, how about another one? These ones are going straight above us. This is about 1 o'clock in the morning. Then this is the one that happened just recently. This was November 11th. There's that. That going directly, that's the lights of Lincoln right there. There you go. That's the observatory right there. That's some of it right there. Free advertising right there for them. And that's it. I wanted to show you everything. There are our social media channels. Facebook, X, Twitter, whatever the heck it's called now, I don't know. Flickr site, this is where you can go to see all of our albums right there. Instagram, of course. Our email, which I do have some cards right up here. Feel free to take. We got a ton of these. Please take them. They're taking up a lot of room. And then, yeah, if you saw something that you like, we do custom orders, a variety of mediums. Hint, hint. Early Christmas present? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, sorry. Had to throw it down. Pay the bills somehow. All right, well, that is it. I will take questions, comments, criticism. Hopefully no one loves it. All right, thank you. Oh, guy in the black was first. Sorry, we'll go to you and then you next. All right, go for it.
I grew up in Central Oklahoma, so like I've seen several tornadoes and all that, and always
Show up.
paying attention to news reports. And I always remember growing up hearing like Harry Eagle and Mike Morgan and the Oklahoma news stations talk about hook echoes. Can you see those while you're storm chasing, or are they only visible underwater?
Good question. Yes, you can if the storm is more what's called a classic. So you saw some of the pictures right there. You see a lot of storms that have a lot of rain, a lot of hail that get right in the good visibility of where the tornado will be. Because usually the tornado is going to be on the southwest portion of the storm, most of the time. The problem is a lot of storms, if there's not enough upper air flow, they basically start running into their own precipitation and their hail and everything, and that obscures your vision. So what you see on the radar, you're seeing that hook. If you're seeing a lot of red and yellow and green kind of like wrapping in around it like that, basically that tornado, if there's one in there, has kind of basically embedded itself in the rain. And in the hail. So you're not going to be able to see it. It's still a hook echo. It's still indicative of a tornado. They would have to use other scans like the velocity scan, the correlation coefficient, scientific words, you know, to go and see that type of stuff. But yes, if the storm is more of a classic, not HP, yeah, you can definitely see that hook right there. It's a heck of a sight, I just tell you that. It doesn't happen often.
So you mentioned that you had a truck almost to go over this. Have you had any other serious near misses in your career?
I think the statute of limitations has gone out. Some of those? Okay. All right, so May 29th, 2001. Notice how I just say the date, and I'll be like, I don't know if he's making that up or if he's actually dead serious. No, I'm dead serious. May 29th, 2001, Printique, Texas. I'm on a storm chase tour. Number one rule of life, don't care if you're chasing a storm or whatever, keep the gas tank full. Ran out of gas. Storm takes out the power grid. So now we're stuck.
I was not with them, I just want to make that clear. This was pre-me.
Yeah, it wouldn't have happened if she was there. So, yeah, we ran out of gas, and then, you know, there's a storm coming at us, and it's just like a tornado warn. And it's a small little town. You got 3 dudes in cowboy hats dropping in the back of them like a 1956 pickup, cranking up the tornado warning siren. I was like, oh boy. So I run inside and I look at the station. It's just like, oh, there's a cooler back here, beer cooler. Well, we all squeeze nice and tight. Maybe 8 of us can get in here, but there's 15 of us. So we're either gonna have to draw straws or figure something else out. So we do what everyone else does. We grab our video cameras and just get back in the van. Last thing you want to hear is a guy with an English accent get in and be like, tornado, straight above us. Oh, shit. Yep, there it is. The canopy on the gas station started to lift a little bit. Thank goodness it did not touch down. It touched down a mile down the road. So, you can take all the precautions you want. And this is why when I give presentations, especially to younger, like high school students or young college students, I'll emphasize that storm environments are inherently dangerous. Doesn't matter. Any storm is going to be dangerous. You're taking a risk. And being in that type of situation, you can take all the precautions you want. Heck, we've had situations where, you know, vehicles out there on the road, just like you are in a normal day of life. You're doing fine, someone else does something completely stupid. That's out of your hands. We were chasing once in eastern Colorado. We're just doing normal speed. We're going down up over, 385, avoid the road. And as we're going south, coming north, is a big rig, 16-wheeler. He's passing a car. He is right in front of us. Thank goodness, Chantal, you were driving, right? Yeah, she was driving. Quick reflexes. We didn't get hit. She did. But again, that's an unforeseen situation. So there's situations that you cannot account for, and those things can happen. So like I said, storms are dangerous, yes, but a lot of times it's going to be those things you can't control. Bed bugs, oof, I can tell. Anyway, go ahead.
If you're storm chasing, is that just like logistically much more difficult because of how it's going to work?
It can be done. There's a quote from a TV show from a long time ago where the character said, "I hate snow. I hate its color. I hate the way it feels against my skin." I don't mind winter weather, but at my age now, and the things that can happen, and it's like, nah, you people have fun. I'm not interested in that. Now I will set up a GoPro or a camera or whatever, and like capture it. So like, sure, yeah, why not? Go for it. But now, not my cup of tea. I'll stick to the funner stuff. Average storm chase mileage is 500 per day. The longest chase that I've had in terms of mileage, we go back-to-back days, May 28th to May 29th of 2006. May 28th, 871 miles to go from Oklahoma City up to Murdo, South Dakota. The next day to drive from Murdo, South Dakota back down to northern Oklahoma and see a bunch of storms at night. Oh well, some people got some pretty lightning shots. But 871 and 846, you do the math, that's over 1,600 miles in the course of 2 days. Sound fun, right? Who wants to go? No? No takers? Good deal. All right.
Do you ever do non-storm landscape or sky photography other than the aurora borealis or the stars or anything?
So Chantel can chime in and say, you take too many damn photos. Yeah, way.
Cameras with him all the time. Sunrises, sunsets. We've recently done it into birding, as you saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Flowers, macro.
Yeah.
Wildlife, he does so well.
Just about.
Boxes in the morning, so yes.
Yeah. It's fun.
Anything, really.
Yeah.
What's your policy on artists using your photos as reference? If you posted something on your social media?
Mm-hmm. So, give me a little bit. So when I post on social media, like where it was taken, or
What's your policy on like an artist using it as a reference image for a painting or something?
oh, using it as a reference. Oh, okay. We've had people approach us for different things, and yeah. Yeah, the National Weather Service, just using it for different things, and we always say is like, hey, we feel honored as long as you credit us. I mean, that's all we ask. That type of deal. Yeah, there's someone that used one of our photos for, I think, some type of painting or something like that. I think there was another person that.
Noah uses it for education.
Yeah, education purposes. They'll reach out every once in a while. It's just like, hey, that was a cool photo. Can we use it? It's like, sure, yeah, educate the public. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Again, it was just as long as we get credit for it, that's all we care.
I think we'll cut off questions there. If you have questions, though, Jeremy will be up at the front.
Oh, yeah.